I guess I'll just get back into it. I did need a little break. But thankfully I got, I think, what I needed. So... there was a little pop-up that did not get captured last time, which was an achievement for reaching the end 5 times. Delightful. That's something that we've done. There's some, like, stuff. Lots of equipment, lots of memories. I might have to start spending these. I mean, probably I have more than I will ever spend. Oh, lol. Why do I only have 2 of these? I should have, like, way more than 2. What? Do these get spent first? That's weird. Wait, what about this? I don't know where I get these either. What the heck? Wait, why are these... Oh. Alright, I mean, I guess that's also a mystery. Okay, so, just rounding up information that we are Also, the game is too quiet. There are reasons for that. But we can audio back to what it was at. Yeah. So, things that I currently don't have, like, answers for. And some of these might be nothing, and that would be completely acceptable. So, the lump of clay, don't know what that's for. It's always there on, like, a full run-through. And, you know, as far as I know, it's just a stim toy, so I don't know what's up with that. We have a mystery of where there might be wood carving tools. I think I have a good answer for that. I think it's in the house in town that has an open phrase that I don't know the open phrase for yet. So there's that, but I think that just leads to, like, a better knife. So you get to, like, keep the key knife or whatever, and it's just, I don't know, that might make things more convenient in the future. I don't see that as actually, like, answering any mysteries. So then there's the glass shard, which is in a room that's down a wrong direction. So I don't know what that's for, maybe nothing. Similar with the doll head, that's down a room that's in the wrong direction, and I don't know what to do with that. There was a room that was a wrong direction that gave us an open phrase that we could use elsewhere. So I think that, like, wrong direction still has some value. So I haven't fully written off glass shard and doll head yet. Then this one is really gonna this one's really gonna cook your noodle. I had another idea about what we truly have to do to get out of this. And I hope it's not real. Let's do the fast way, I think. Yeah, carrot method. Okay, so this is, like, the skipping thing. That's fine. That seems acceptable. We're gonna try to fish again, of course. Maybe this time. I meant to ask them about fish heads, and I want to ask Loop about Boniface in case we guessed correctly at how to interact with that whole situation. It is, like, it's just a best guess on my part. I don't know how to actually do that. Huh. Memory of fishing. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. That could be completely broken. At the cost of attack speed? What kind of cost? According to this, the minus 20 attack speed is flat. So this is just broken. Not that we, like, need power, but man, what an incredible thing. That's a barrel. Okay, let's... I think we still pray for speed. Makes things smooth. Like, I don't need the other things. Delightful. May as well. So we're gonna ask Loop about Boniface. This is the house that I was talking about that I don't know the open phrase for. Hello. Yeah, that speed blessing text is the, like, new version of the text. That's ordinary. In the arena? Is there an arena? Yep. That sure is the House of Change. Well, that's something I hadn't done before. I guess that's nice. Sometimes things are just rocks and birds. Wait, did one of those birds look different? Oh yeah. Different bird. There's a little spot on it. Yeah, look, got a spot. Cute. This is what the game has reduced me to. Oh, here's another one of the different birds. Maybe birds just look funny. Hello. You will always make the joke. No, it's fine. I think we're over that particular aspect of things. Not like Stiff even wants a relationship anyway. Alright, okay, questions. Wait. No, hold on. Oh no, hold on. This has to... Fred, where is it? How do I ask about my friends? Okay. Hope everyone... Okay, here it is. Bonnie. Right. Okay, so this is actually a direct hint about doing the thing that I was doing. What? Hey! Loop, hold on! So far, you found out that they like missing text. Cool. I thought we had it dialed in, but that's the thing that I wanted to check on, and the game just said no. Damn. I just got completely stuffed. Alright, how do we find out more about the loop? Well, there it is, the premise of the video game. I see. Okay, so we're on friendship duty until further notice, I think. Hold on. I want the repeat of Bonnie where you tell me that. Absolutely brutal. Honestly, I think that is some kind of error. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Did I get it right? I didn't feel like I did. That's so whack. Okay, let's at least talk about something. Yeah, we basically know. It's honestly not that terrible a tragedy. I mean, if you're actually too chicken to do it, then you probably should not. That's like your governing principle. Whatever. Do we have any other like pointed questions? I think we've exhausted this. Okay. Well, that was useless. So with everyone else so far, it's been Odile and Mirabelle, because we suspect that Isabeau needs to happen last as far as, like, friends that we help. That has happened in town rather than with, like, snack breaks, so... I mean, for one thing, I want the drawing. So we're gonna get it. It was pretty ragged. Like at the very end, we get interrupted by Bonnie, and we get interrupted by Mirabelle the next time. We get interrupted by Odile the third time, and then we finally like get rid of all the distractions, and Isabeau still can't spit it out. And then the game like shames us, and Siffrin has a meltdown and loops back in time over it. So. Okay. Maybe we're ready for this. Okay, maybe? What? Okay, now that I know that that exists. I thought it was fish heads, what the hell? I will use my own time magic. Could be pineapples. Without cheese, with potatoes. Okay, it was the pineapples. That was... You know, I couldn't confirm that because, like, if I eat them, I die. So, alright, we're in it. I thought... They were so excited for Fish Head. What the heck? And talked about how the pineapples were... Or the eyeballs were the best part. Boniface! Wicked little child. Fine. Okay. I guess our other clue down that road was that they had extra pineapple at the end and they were really happy about that. Okay, we might have to start by giving you a weapon that's not a frying pan. Oh no. Oh, kiddo. Oh no! Bonnie, no! Alright, survived an attack, that's good. Gotta start somewhere. Oh man, this is not how we build trust. This hurts so this button press hurts so much. Yes, Ifrin, chill the fuck out. That sadness barely had like 200 health. Like chill. And honestly, like knife, pretty decent starting weapon for child, right? You know, not too heavy. It's got like, you know, ideally only one edge to it. And Bonnie already has a head start on cutting things, what with like, you know, knife skills from the kitchen, probably. So just build on that. Build on those fundamentals. We got some material to work with here. This is not this is not a total loss. Although we're gonna need to come up with rock damage, which Bonnie apparently is. Like, look at their little balled up fists. I have to correct myself on that all the time because I've known so many Bonnies in my life that name is just like hardwired to mean girl in my mind, and that's just not the truth this time. I'm sorry about that. I keep fucking it up for that reason. Okay. Yeah, the kid knows rockcraft. Here we go. Hey! Nice. Nia? Oh, we never knew their sister's name. Huh. Petronille. Okay. She said she might suplex me without meaning to. Damn. Your sister sounds badass. Aw. Kiddo. Okay, look. I know this is fight training, but beating yourself up is not part of it. Okay? So, we're gonna skip that. I mean, that's not a nice touch. Could we start with the high five, maybe? How about a gentle handshake? Oh, we're still doing this. Okay. I mean, we got the nooch against a rock type. I think this is automatic. Yes, it looks that way. Did we fall on our butt? Okay. Taking us back to 1993. Holy smokes. The kid has the stuff. Oh. That one. The sword I'm using is Balder Side Sword. I decided to give myself my favorite. I think I did a decent job rendering it. And yeah, it's very similar to the S-Stock. So. I'm also holding it like I hold my kitchen knives, which is probably incorrect for a sword, but I don't give a fuck. So... Maybe we could give Bonnie, like, I don't know, like a small hauberk of some kind. I mean, I can't promise I won't get hurt again, but I can promise I'll, like, survive it, and it's probably not gonna take an eye. Super prompt. Okay, now you're pushing. Okay, super duper prompt. Not comfortable with the idea of giving the kid a gun. I think we can pull back from that. I mean, they've got a good start with the huge hat. That's gotta be pretty good. It's, like, larger than their body. Aww. It's too precious. Bonnie is the best. Oh, kiddo! That is too cute. Oh, what is this gonna do? Removes the miss. Billion blows technique. What? Oh, we gotta see what that's like. Did that... Oh no. I can't see if my overlay popped up. It did! Technology! I finally did it! Awesome. Okay, great. Finally correctly captured that. Anyway, equip. Which is to say... I've been playing Romancing Saga 3 and all the buttons are different. So I'm like, oh yeah, press select to open the menu. Like, safe room. Oh. That's also really good. So you say that, but the missing is kind of charming, and recovering all HP after the end of battle means never having to say I'm sorry. So, in fact, we're not going to equip it. Yeah, and we're level 74 because we're completely cracked at this point. Anyway, okay. I think that's good enough progress for this loop that we're just gonna bank that. I think... Is there anything else I want to take from around here? This one is change. And we get a letter. Okay, so that's 3 out of 4. So the next time around, we should be ready for Isabeau destroyed. Okay. Hopefully. How is it giving me the option to talk to... Oh, because I restored from save. So technically... But those conversations were very unproductive. So... I'm still trying to imagine the freakishness that is the samosa with cheese. That seems like complete nonsense. Yeah, we are looking for the written proof of a continent that no one can remember, which is presumably where Sifrin is from, where the king is from, maybe where Loop is from, if Loop is even a person. And that gives us perhaps like the knowledge of the headache language, which opens up like 4 different things to read. It might open up a doorway even if we can crack that. It might teach us what holes are for. Who knows? Lots of things are possible. This is not the one with the rock. This is also not the one with the rock. Okay, great. No need to redo the tutorial. Just gain a level. Oh, I still have paper hands equipped. We gotta fix that. Paper hands are not for walking around. So, have to make sure. There. Okay. Equip. Isa. Regular hand. Really, all I want to do is like see Bonnie do something cool, and then die. Don't know what to do with the bell pendant either. We got that chain later, but it ended up not mattering at all. It didn't fit with the bell pendant. Okay, hold on. I don't know if I have enough juice to freak everybody out. I tried. I tried real hard that one time to behave as strangely as possible, and it just didn't work. It did not take. I guess I could also equip the thing that makes the sadnesses run away from me. But I think I'm doing well enough without. I don't suppose... Play figure. I could get play later. That dreadful thing. That's all nothing. Fine. Is it weirder if I do this after that? That seems equally weird. I suppose examining all of the available statues of the Change God that have been defaced could also maybe mean something. Okay, no progress down that road, that's fine. Okay, task turn. That's fine. I do think it's a little strange that Sifrin seems to be, like, touch-averse. That part is fine, but to, like, have that as a characteristic and not understand that about yourself is a little strange. Like, I don't know why he wouldn't understand that. Like... But, anyway. Scissor him. Additionally, scissor them. Crunch. Aw, I wanted Bonnie to get the... I want Bonnie to do something cool. As soon as that happens, we can book it, and then take care of Isabeau, and maybe, if we've helped everyone, that will result in some kind of progress. I'm not sanguine about this. Are we still gonna bump on the thing? I guess that always happens. Okay. Egg. Ah, I thought I had him juked. Uh-oh. Out of place. Dangerous. Oh, that's not gonna matter. That also isn't gonna matter. Hit him with the nooch! Powerful nooch. You never know. I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay, okay. Need the key knife for that before we can even think about using it. Quite alright. You know, I've heard of programmer socks, but never programmer gloves. I wonder about this. Lice! Egg key goes here. We go in. Ah, another one of my ghosts. Great. One of those things that when we asked Loop about, they were like, that's weird. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. So these are articles about the king. Landscapes. Ooh, random card. Got the 5 of Wands. No, we're done. I really wish that we could be done with remembering the cursing of Chateau Castle numbers. I think that's our second time getting the 5 of Wands. I wonder what that means. I did not do my homework in the meantime, so I don't know any of the symbolism of the minor arcana. Really, I don't know much of the symbolism of the major arcana either, because I think that kind of stuff is for different people than me, to be charitable. It kind of what makes me want to invent a completely different one. Like that one, like, thick Jersey accented dude who read the Sesamero, that legend, that complete king, like, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm about. Sesamero guy, what a legend. Maybe that's what I should do. I should invent my own arcana. Hell with them. I'll incorporate it into a video game. And everybody will be confused. Because it will be based on nothing that anyone recognizes. Really hoping that Bonnie does something cool. Big ball head. Paper. Okay, so according to Wikipedia, the key meanings of the 5 of Wands are anxiety, conflict, disagreement, solidarity, or completion. That's like so many different things. That's way too many things. Slow down, 5 of Wands. I mean, we got no end of conflict. We got conflict coming out of our dang ears. Quick bingo. Oh, we skipped an entire phase. Okay. Bonnie. You know what? Bonnie hitting for like 442, that's about 4 times as hard as usual. Wait a minute. Okay, need to attack with paper. Got it. Ow! Hey! Not cool. Don't think it's going to survive to get bingoed. Yeah. Especially not if Bonnie chips in. Oh, that won't even work. Like, it's actually immune to everything but paper. So let's speed that up. Talk to the hand! Ugh. We're 30 levels above the rest of the party. I feel like this is a failure on my part somehow. Okay. Okay, so this no longer matters. Oh, right. I was supposed to... Yeah. I was supposed to make subtle background changes. Okay, more of my ghost. Delightful. Love to meet my ghost while I'm still alive. Oh, honey, you're so far behind. I feel like I should apologize. Jeez. I think I'll go the wrong way. That'll be nice. We can have little or wrong way as a treat. Does any of this matter? Snack eating. Oh, the bonding earring thing. Okay, right. People have names. I got taken completely off guard by a... I mean, technically we're talking about a 21-year-old person who I should probably refer to as an adult, but what this person had to say to me was not adult at all, so just got taken off guard by the kid asking me if my name was real. It's like, what do you mean? That sounds made up. And I'm like, no, it's just what my name is, dude. Like, specifically my surname. Last one was paper. Are you scissors? You are scissors. Delightful. Just... It was very impolite, but in a way that I couldn't really take offense to. Like, I was too taken aback to be offended, really. I'm just like, what on earth are you... Where are you coming from? It's like too baffling to be rude. Okay. Ah! Maybe I'll run from this one. Bonnie still hasn't done something cool. I guess we have not given them the opportunity. Because we're too powerful. Slice. Having, like, natural 4 digits of hit points is kind of... That's kind of correct. Can I beat up anxiety? Yes. Holy smokes. What the crab, Sifrin? Where's that coming from? Good gravy. Without the fast forward feature, this game would be completely unplayable. That, or it would need, like, deep restructuring to function. We seem to get a different reaction there every time, too. That's at least a little strange. Pick up the key? I was intending to die, kind of, so... Okay, head housemaiden's office. No, that's so suspicious. Boring subject. That's definitely going to be one of those things that we, like, learn later on is something. All out. Oh, the thing about running, sure. Okay. Here's a book. I don't think we need anything from the secret library. I remember checking that last time and it was not fruitful. I do think that we should be, like, given what Sifrin has been through, he should be a lot more critical of the head housemaiden's off. Right, like, there's already been one thing that was, like, taped to the underside of a drawer that we missed the first time and had to, like, loop back to get. And we know that the head housemaiden has something to do with what's going on, right? Like, she seems to be deeply intertwined with the problem that we're currently stuck in. So, this office bears some further scrutiny, I think. So just saying, oh, those books that are hers, boring subjects. Don't need them. It's like, please, you little gremlin. Boop. Nope, I'm too nice. Can't catch me. So... maybe I'm too chicken. That's fine. This is open phrase 1, 2, 3? Yeah. This is where we get the glass shard. So actually, glass shard is part of the critical path. Ah! Hey! Just immediately getting it taken from me? Get out of here. It made the noise, so maybe that counts as an oddity. Uncertain. Might have to think of that. Can't believe the kid confiscated my dangerous object. How dare they? Wait! I actually lost HP! Oh no! Oh, wait! Wait, that could be a setup. Because like I'm at 1004. Watch this. When I get out of the battle, that's not going to be my max HP. I'm going to have more. Yeah, 1014. That glass shard dealt 10 damage to me. 10 whole damage. And what that means is I have a way to damage myself outside of combat. And that is an interesting tool. I haven't had this conversation in a while. Let's, Oh, okay. I cannot, crabbing, believe it. The carving wood was here. It was just right there. I am going to become the Joker. God. Well... Well, okay. We did it. We did it! I found the damn wood! Incredible. Well, now I want to try it. Now we have a different mission. This is good. This is... I'm not going to say it's progress. It might not actually genuinely be progress, but... I'm gonna say that one is not on me. I think that the visuals were whack. The thing in question did not, in fact, look at all like wood. So, I'm gonna give my... Also, there were gigantic rocks in the room, and nothing else that looked like wood at all. I'm gonna give myself a pass on this. I forgot to pick up the key in the class. Ahem. We know how to deal with you. We're gonna paper you over. I'm really missing Bonnie getting the, like, stealth final hit. That's... The best is when, like, Bonnie lands a blow that puts the enemy into critical health and then just, like, gets a free follow-up hit anyway. And boy, yes. We're fine at our job. Don't stress about it. More fools are coming. Attack all. Blammo. Who cares what your element is? Attack all. Get out of my face. Oh. Well. I guess we hit pretty hard, huh? That's the thing about that move, the, like, triple hit. It started out very terrible, but something about the scaling of our base damage makes it, like, come around to be better than, like, the one hit. We could just stomp these bosses out of the way at this point. I really do hope that, like, on the far side of this, there is something to, like, challenge the amount of power I've been able to accumulate. That would be nice. I would love to be forced back in the strategy box. Not eat the pineapple. Okay, delight. Think. Okay, key knife is the other... That's the other missing. Do we ever actually use the empty key for anything? I feel like we don't. So I did go back and compare. The first time that you take this picture, Sifrin looks surprised, and every time after that, you get this. So it is a cute little difference. Empty key means that the mask that it depicts does not have an emotion. That's all. I guess, yeah, it would be neat to see what happens if you pray to the change god when you already have the key knife. If indeed it does become a piece of equipment that we get to keep, which I heavily suspect is the case. Did we need anything else from here? Okay, happy key goes here. This is the mystery room. There's nothing I can do in here at all. Frustrating. Oh, this is the body craft room, that's right. I forgot. Wait, that was also a bottle. Although at this point we probably don't need any. But that's just me being a dweeb. Okay, bomb materials. Angry door. Smelly one. Is that right? Yeah. That is not going to matter. Although at this point I should equip paper hands, I think. Maybe not. There's still a boss between me and the king. Alright, what did that actually get? Oh, that got us the tears. Right. I can't save yet. Arcs. Man, that move is busto. I did want to see if... This is going to be minorly frustrating, but I'm going to do it. I did want to see if some of the wrong ways to go could, like, bear more fruit. Like, even though we have extra stuff to do, I'm going to go into this. It'll be fine. Acceptable. The shot destroyed it. Oh, I didn't pick up that poem. Oh, no. Okay, wait. That gives me an idea. If we go back to... Is that floor 2? I think so. Ugh. Rotten apple dream. Terrible. Maybe I should have spent to get all the keys. I could still do that. Yeah, and we're still, like, skipping number. Yeah. That might have been a mistake. I forget where the library is. The secret library. It should be on floor 2. I think I at least got the floor right. Hard to know. Hit him with the nooch. Right. Do not eat the nut. Alright, that's paper. Ugh. I just wanted the dang library. Wait. I have another idea. Maybe this is like too many ideas at the same time. Where's the nearest tier? Ah! Blood, darkness. Out of my face. We're leaving. I'm gonna go back and make that decision again. This time, though. I'm gonna press X. Okay. This time, all doors open. So don't have to worry about running around and collecting the keys, which is the annoying part. Especially considering... I mean, to, like, waste even more time here. Excuse me. Okay, perfect. Crumpled poem. This time, I'll do all of the same things, but I will have the crumpled poem. And maybe the crumpled poem will give me some kind of insight into the other poetry. I don't know. I'm reaching. I know it's a reach. Better check my... Okay, so we do have the crying key, we have the scissors key. Crumpled poem. And beating up this one is fun, so may as well. Ooh. We might get to bingo it this time. Yeah. Alright. Scissor bingo. Eat it. Nice. Ooh, got my paper alpha. Nice. Very good. All of this for the sake of a poem. Really dreadful stuff, you know? Okay. Arse. Yeah, we could fight it, whatever. Way easier to be cavalier about taking extra battles when you get full healed after every battle. May as well do this. That's Angry Door. Did it all for poetry. This is going to amount to nothing. I'm gonna feel like a fool. But as long as I get that out of the way ahead of time, I can, you know, start the grieving process in advance. Makes it way smoother, you know, just sort of like... Not all at once. All at once is no way to do that. I guess just immediately killing you is also acceptable. Yeah. So up there is the way to the observatory. Down there is the correct way to go. Yep. Okay. We will take the bomb ingredient. Aw, another baby. Poor thing. I miss the biggins. You know? The ones who are, like, too tall to fit on the screen. Have I finished the king off using the bomb? Not yet, no. Maybe we can try that this time. Be like, I have one more surprise for you, jerk. Blow him up. There we go. Crunch. Okay, Mira up to 49. Wait, how did that happen? I think Mirabelle is always behind everybody else for some reason. I wonder if that's... What would that indicate? Like, somehow everyone else has just gotten more combat experience. Why do I think this is correct? Because it is. Oh, maybe it is because Mirabelle's a dual type. That could be it. Okay, okay. So I'm planning to go the wrong way, and because it might be completely fruitless, I'm gonna use my save point. Might do a little, you know, time travel of my own. Okay. Did poetry give us extra ideas about poetry? We're gonna go ahead and read it again, just to be sure. I guess that didn't work. Nothing. That's an oddity that we cannot incorporate into the like, the good run. Alright, well, I was prepared for that to amount to nothing, and it did amount to nothing, so we're not gonna do that. What does that mean? I could go back to the observatory also, but it's so terrible, and there were no clues there the last time. I think just making the dang key knife doing the right thing, so to speak, where I'm at. Wow. Frame zero, this thing. Alright. Alright, what is bathroom conversation gonna be this time? I've heard this before. I was hoping that it would be, like, different, since we got Bonnie all toughened up this time. Anyway. If I reload like that, then no, the game does not remember that I did the orange poem like that, but I don't know if that's worth keeping. I've chosen to believe that it is not worth keeping. Sure. Also teleportation. Change God actually taking a hand in things. Alright. This time, though... Wait. Yeah, sharpening stone. Alright. The knife... Amitabha. Okay, great. Oh. Ah, get every weapon in the same loop. Delightful. Well, I guess that's 2 things accomplished. I don't think we have any new questions for the king. I have no idea if the ending is based on achievements. I really hope it is not. It's fine. I think that once I help everyone, then we will reestablish the bonds of trust. We will have different things to say to our party, and we might be able to move on to Act 4. I'm hopeful that that is the case. If that's not the case, I might lose my mind. Fine. It's all good. We're good. Oh man, different really fast. Is there an Act 4? I don't think Act 3 is the end. It's giving... the... Act 3 is giving very much not the end vibe. Uh-oh, Bonnie. Aw. That's my fault. That could have gone better. Scissor bingo. Brunch. And an extra from somewhere. We regenerated twice? That's so bizarre. Bonnie, come on. Aw, okay. Already dead, that's fine. Does Mira have the thing that... yeah, lovely moving cure. Okay, I had that for a while. This will be good. We have a new knife. We've solved 3 out of 4 problems. I will remember to make the bomb. I just say it out loud, then go into our inventory. Okay. Yeah, we remember. Wait, what? Okay, you don't get it automatically. You have to talk to it twice. Okay. Okay, fine. Ahem. No, I did have this stuff from the outside. That was not the problem. Talking to this thing twice. Talking to everyone twice was the problem. That's... gotta really drill it in there, you know? Yada, yada, yada. Langford. Okay. I think bomb is like Bonnie's attack damage, and it doesn't have a type. Like, completely typeless. Bonnie. Okay. Cute little move. We'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, I think I have to change up my own background again. No idea if that's correct. Maybe it is not. I'll just scout for topics, and if nothing new happens, we'll just... I forgot paper hands! That's completely unacceptable. This time. Actually, let's check everyone's equipped, because... Is that good? How attack the start of battles feels like not necessary. Although, I don't know. We'll be... That's fine. We have faith. Is that the plus 30? It is. That's fine. Yeah. Oh. Big cooldown. I don't like big cooldown. Anyway. Now we're ready. We're really actually ready this time. Forgot about paper hands. I do not. There's also the mystery of, like, why Sifrin and the King seem to know what the universe is, and why nobody else seems to. Ooh. Neat. I think we will, in fact, zone out for this part. I don't think I have any topics for him. I will scan for them, though. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Paper hands. Paper alpha. Nice. Big paper. Yeah, we did elite damage. You had to squeak a bingo off before the big hit. We apparently skipped it. Incredible. It was not always this easy. We've become much more powerful. Japan. Oh right, we had like an extra from somewhere. There's like a lingering paper that was fake. We're now up to the correct number of papers. Sure that stays on. Can't do it. I'll turn it up, that's fine. Oh right, tears. Also, we're not fast anymore. Bonnie. Oops. This is fixable. I just need paper hands. Yeah, we're back in action. Back in the saddle. Uh-oh. Unideal. Why is that the truth? I don't need to do that. We have 2 papers up. I guess I will pocket time. Have to remember the bomb. Paper raga. Paper hand. Oh, that's a problem. Oh. Where is the cooldowns thing? It's fine. We're good. Put it together. Yeah, wait. I still had a pass turn available. That's, I guess, the problem with letting Mirabelle get knocked over. Does not take turns for cooldowns. Crushing the king so fast my cooldowns weren't up, yeah. Whoops. Okay, bingo, I think... Oh no, this might be too much. No! It's too much. I'm not gonna be able to bomb him. Dang it, okay. I'm so sorry. I did not forget about the bomb, I just didn't... I didn't think that it would do enough. It would have been fine. I should have tried to finish him off with bomb. For funsies. Or maybe I can take the bomb and throw it at the headmistress, or head housemaiden, rather. Maybe that'll fix everything. As well. Yeah, the last part of the king's health isn't real, they just sort of hand it to you. Maybe I should have talked to Boniface first. I don't know. Does this change at all? Even our earlier thing, I guess not. That's the sun. If you only have one eye, that makes it okay to stare into the sun, right? Probably not, actually. It might make it worse, in fact. I wonder if Mira has special dialogue for just sitting next to me. Like that one person, like the old person in town. I guess not. Hey, Issa, we'll be seeing you very soon. It's okay, Issa. You know, listen to your internal governor. Okay, we're over it. Wait, why don't I have the drawing from town? The kid's sketch. Really, grasping at straws here. Okay. Let's... Can I, like, hop off the edge? It's a pillar. Maybe... Ah. Talk to head housemaiden from above. Alright, there's something that I have that I want you to hold on to real quick. Don't ignore the skull on the outside of it. The ticking is meaningless. Oh, Sifrin. I'm so sorry. There's no way we can stop it now. Hey, we didn't miss a loop that time. Good. Okay. However, there is something that I think we can finally accomplish. Where's that one memory, though? Hold on. Looking to the king will have knife key equipped. Okay, that's... What do we have equipped now? Oh, I guess it reverted me to the one piece of equipment that they know I will always have. Alright. So... No, he never will. It's fine. Quite alright. Still equipped with paper hands. Here we go. Already helped all the others. They're getting around it. No, I did. I totally did. No! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Oh, okay. In the same loop. Okay, wait. No! No, 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 no! Wait. No, that won't work. Okay. I didn't think I could actually do that with everyone in the same loop, because every one of those takes time. Alright, well, 43, here we go. What a delicious death. Alright, alright. No, that's not supposed to, that's showing up as cringe. Stop it. It just means my keyboard got sleepy. Okay, okay. We can do this. No, I forgot. Blast it all. I'm supposed to pick dialogue too. Yeah. That's fine. Try again, okay. Alright. I am such a moron! Cease this! There's one thing I have to click! Good gravy. I mean, for all the world, this might not matter, but it's the principle of the damn thing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, this will work. This will work. We'll just... Okay, I don't need the skill. That's fine. This is just the preamble. All right. Mira next. I guess, so which one will you choose? Is Mira gonna draw on us again? Oh no! What do you know? Answer me. Okay. There's so much to unpack about that conversation also that I need to really arrange my mind for to fully break down, but it is deeply uncomfortable and kind of makes me hate Mira. But that's fine. Oh, Mira's side quest is that she's got the like analog equivalent of an online dating app and is looking through people's profiles for like prospective dating partners. Even though she doesn't want to date, she feels it is a dictate and mandatory for her to do based on change belief because everybody does it. And you just talk through that and try to reassure her that, you know, even though it seems like this is this huge thing, that it's not actually like something that she needs to do, but she doesn't really accept that. And also, the whole, like, you know, confronting one's own desires versus the dictates of a religious institution that she believes in, and like so the clash of the individual against the fundamentalist part of the individual. She's more than a little at war with herself. So anyway, maybe I do have it in me to like try and break that all down, but all right, Issa. No excuses. We ride. I think speed is still the way to go. It just makes everything smoother. It's what I want. But there's the whole thing with Mirabelle's shit is that I'm pretty sure I have the smoking gun in my hands, and I could destroy her with facts and logic. All right, no excuses, Mr. Business. It is time to repair the bonds of trust once and for all. Defending to ask for someone's Sifrin, you also have some unresolved shit. Hey, I finished helping everyone out. I literally could not have asked for that or else he would have disappeared. Don't mess with me. Acceptable. This means I won't have the bomb, but that's fine. I don't need it. Clearly I don't need it. Okay. Content. That's easy enough. So you do know what stars are. Okay, this is why we had to do Issa last, because if we could somehow do Issa first, then it would be like the middle of the day and there wouldn't be stars. Sifrin! Damn it, Sifrin. Okay. Yeesh. I mean, you gotta know a couple constellations, come on. Jouvence, sure. Big city, part of Vogard, More than one house. Capital H house. No, this makes sense because Issa knew how to make a bomb and that involved complicated knowledge. There's the background for this. This is not completely out of nowhere. Couldn't I just capital C change? In fact, yes. It is your moral imperative to have done so. Like, there's destruction and there's destruction, right? Like, yes, you could say, well, you know, this is different now, therefore the earlier version of it is destroyed, but there is also destruction like, this house has been razed to the ground, and that's... I feel like those are different things. But, I don't know, this has been an important, like, life journey for Issa, so I'm not gonna interrupt him here. Hmm. I take it back. This is the button that hurts the most pressed. Absolutely sweating over this decision. I gotta go with... It's the jeans. It's gotta be the jeans. We're doing it. I'm hitting... Jerd. Piss. 50-50'd again. I can't believe it. As a buff nerd myself, I have to go with this one. I'm starting to feel it. Please, we're an irritating little manlet. You do not have to hand Sifrin this. Although, Issa's a little blinded because he's got a little crush. Conceptually, Knife Wizard is cool, but reality takes a different turn. Sifrin is a broken man. And Isabeau will never... Well, here's the thing. Sifrin was broken before the first loop. That's an important thing to understand about the whole situation. It's not that the whole time loop thing has ground his otherwise regular sanity into dust. It's that there was not a solid foundation there to build on in the first place, and this has brought out what was merely hiding in the shadows. That's right, healthy people don't become wizards. Take that, Harry Dresden. Chicagoan. Just bros being dose. Well done. Bonnie. Give him the old Big Hat Logan. I do have to admit that as much of a chicken as he is, Issa's pretty cool. Easily my favorite transmask character in any game I've ever played. Except maybe Samus. But that's, like, arguable. Also has yet to be fully realized. And most people have Samus going the other way, but Samus's DNA is like... Who even knows at this point? Bird, alien... Does gender have any meaning anymore? Did it ever? It's a sweet scene. Okay, but importantly, did Issa get the cool skill? What do you mean, no? No. The orbs. Oh, even Boniface has an orb. Oh, nice. No, this I don't care about the skill, the memory that gives Issa the plus 30 stats that Odile and Mira get. There it is! Ha-ha! There we are. Mm-hmm. Good gravy, the buff. It is neat. Okay, a lampshade, thank you. Thank you for the lampshade, I needed this. Oop, I gotta take those off too. Alright. We've done it. We have repaired the bonds of trust. I am paranoid about getting crushed by a rock. Imagine if I did all that and then immediately got crushed by a rock. I don't want to think about this. Disappear! I guess not. Fine. Delightful. Although this one is like a juiced version of that thing, so getting it in one is kind of sketchy. Maybe we should pay a little more attention to the dialogue on our way. Hell, what memory do I have equipped? Brave Victory. That's fine. Have we really not ever found a better hat? Would it be possible to find a better hat? No. Why try to improve upon perfection? I'm gonna let this one linger on the screen for another couple of seconds. Okay, we're done with that. Okay. Maybe I don't actually need to pay attention to every conversation. We have repaired the bonds of trust, so presumably that'll help. Here we go. Okay, I got this. I remembered. Yeah, I think that the continent no one can remember comes later. I think just something different and important is going to happen this time around. I don't know what that would be, necessarily, but, you know, probably. Good. Tear you apart! No ticking. You're ticking me off. Aw. Yeah, now that we've, like, confronted the stars, maybe astronomy room. But I don't want to do any looping at all. I think it's important that I don't. So, we're not going to go to astronomy room. Let loop whatever one we're on. I mean, I could infer it from that one item. But it's like 43 or 44. Yeah, probably 43. I don't think I did anything too gnarly. Crunch! That skill is so busted. I forgot. No, you're paper. I'm an idiot. There we go. See, the plan is we will get to our lowest point, then we will repair the bonds of trust, then we will learn the secret of the hidden continent, and then we'll fix everything. I think that's how it's gonna go. Damn it, Sifrin. You don't have to bump against the counter. Idiotic little demi-manlet. There's no helping some people. Do I want the storage room? I don't think I need it. Vanquish! Like, if I'm not going to be doing any looping, I want to at least try and, like, you know, move this along. Don't need it. Moving on. This is good. I have high hopes. I think this will result in some change. It got heavily lampshaded at me. We're thinking about stars and stuff. It'll work. This will work somehow. Yeah, I really think that there's a fundamental difference in the destruction that is becoming yourself and the destruction that is, like, something no longer existing anymore because of damage. Like, there's scars healing over and there's bones being broken, right? Like, we are not the same. I wonder what, wait a minute. Ooh, I want to pull a card, hold on. I forgot. Wait, shouldn't that have been, because that was a scissors attack on a paper person. Okay, rock bottom is probably the replacement for... Yeah. Okay, so that's like roughly equivalent to this. Also gonna be super powerful. Do excuse me. Tempting. Yeah, we did get to level 80. Have I been a little excessive at this? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I was, like, too dumb to live, but... Here. Alright. Alright. 6 of wands. Here we go. No! 5 of wands again! Ooh, that's cringe. Oh no. Oh, that hurts. That has me dispirited about my future. Terrifying. That's supposed to be random, like I've gotten other things. Oh, hello. Fancy seeing you here. I haven't seen you in a minute. Wait, you are paper. I should be attacking you. With scissors. You know what? You're right. It could be inverted. 5 of wands, perhaps. Yo, what if instead of making my own tarot deck, I make mahjong tiles? Oh, finisher Bonnie! The kid has it. The kid has the sauce. They're frying it up in the wok. Or the griddle in this case. Glad to get a Bonnie finisher. That feels really good. This is great. I'm sanguine about this loop. 43 is the real deal. I think it would be dope as hell to make my own mahjong tiles. And I wouldn't have to hold myself to, you know, the number of suits and, like, dragons and everything. I could just make whatever. It'd be great. And that way, you could have not only, like, a, a inverted, but you could have a sideways reading. It would be great. If drawn upside, if drawn downside, if drawn sideways. If knocked over during a chombo. Alright, what does Big Ballhead start on this time? Paper again. Well, time to get ravaged. Ooh, I could have used the debuff. Hold on. I forgot, I have all the coolest skills. Like the cut-ins. Hell yeah! No! You switched! Bobo. Alright, that's fine. That was gonna be gnarlier anyway. I don't have paper hands. Madame! Hit him! You're finished. I will have these extra conversations, I think. Cookie. Delightful. Oh, I guess it said it there. I could have just gone to the load screen. Yeah, loop 43. Oops. The easy way to do it was available to me at any moment. Yes. Look, sometimes I figure things out, and sometimes I am a human moron. So you just gotta... There's ups and downs, okay? I have layers and facets. Like a diamond that is also an onion. Although I don't like diamonds. Can I be something else? Wait, what kind of thing has facets and layers? Like, origami? Bismuth? That's right. I'm like bismuth. Or shale. Good gravy. Hey, okay, is like, am I disrespecting bismuth? Do I just not want to be known as this? There's one other thing that I would want to experiment on, but that is inappropriate for this thing where we're, like, trying to, like, go through the thing straightforwardly and not mess up. Which is, I want to, at some point, like, end a battle with Siffrin dead, and then Sif comes back at 1, right? At the, like, in the menu. I guess I would have to turn off Bonnie's particular memory for that to work. And then use the shard of glass so that it hurts me for 10 when I'm at 1 and try to, like, die in the menu. I think it would be funny. But again, inappropriate for what we're trying to do with this loop. Good old loop 43. Oh, you guys! Haven't seen you in a minute. Uh-huh. I would simply vanquish them. I really hope that when I get frozen in time, I know it's coming soon enough in advance that I can strike a cool pose. See, we need to establish different boundaries around touch other than, like, none and poking. This is, like, wildly inappropriate. No, alright, that's fine. Are we still incurious about this? I have a pin in that one, let me tell you. I think that is an important bookshelf, and we just don't have the information for it yet. That's fine, because we're gonna get it. Gonna get that information. Hello. We can just soak that. Zaraga. Oh. Vanquish. Need to get a suit at some point later this year. I don't know where I'm gonna go to get it. Need to figure that out. There's probably a place. I live in a major American city. Like, there's got to be a place. I wonder if my tailor is still operating. You know, there's probably one of those too. I don't know, just stray thoughts sometimes. This is what it's like having speed as your secret blessing. I mean, you raise a good point. I am the one-size-fits-most guy. They come take my measurements every year so that they can decide what that's supposed to be like. And I get it. So I'm good on that in that regard, but I think it's important that I pretend to be ordinary sometimes. Okay. Grape stomping student. I can't believe that the wood the wood carving tools were sitting here the entire time. Now that's a face! The rare... flustered? Isabel? Very cute. Delightful, even. Odile is probably my favorite. How weird that I would relate to the oldest one. Funny, wow, what a coinky-dink. Where everyone else is either a literal child or, like, heavily, very young adult coded. I've broken off that part of the self. You know, we're not finished, but we're not fresh. I don't think I have the Isabeau's defense debuff yet. Probably it will not matter. Just totally gone. Matter of fact, no, this is. Am I really getting reassured by a kid right now? I can't believe this scene could get even more adorable. Glorious. Aww. Joint custody. That's weird. Look you in the eye, the one eye. Different, you deserved this. Delightful. What a treasure. Okay, still depressed. That's fine. Alright, moving on. Need happy key. Which we get here. Everyone say fromage. Beep. Beep. Zip. Derp. Right over here. Don't need those other ways. I guess I could pick up the clay, but does it mean anything to do that? Who knows? I don't have the bomb materials, so kind of nothing in here for me. Always use that. You know, you never know. We're not ready for that room. That's for much later. Don't think we need any of that. Let's just say hello to this room. And the crack in the wall. We haven't talked to a crack yet. Delightful. It does not escape me that this door has an extra star pattern to it. Gonna be like the super secret boss behind that or some nonsense. Oh no, a baby! Poor thing. Better put it out of its misery. Crunch! The year 92. Dreadful year, if I'm being honest. Although at least some good things that I can think of happened in 1992, so maybe I shouldn't count it out. Though it's hard to imagine a year with nothing but bad things. That was kind of me in 2021. Or... is it 21 or 22? Well, now I am losing track of time. That's not good. It was 22. Yikes. There we go. Okay, that gave us the crest, so we take the crest back to the other side. Oh, right, so the curse wouldn't get me. Aw, the first one. Poor thing. You also get crushed. No mercy. Really? We're pulling that even though you're not friends? Okay, sure. Whatever. Oh boy. That... like, I haven't been in a whole lot of fights with people, but I feel like you make friends faster in combat than you do with like just carousing, which is largely what I've done. That's right. We gotta get Fire Emblem support. That's how it works. Okay. Well, that was nice. And everybody poops. That's not. Oh, that okay. Ignoring that. All right. May as well. Wait, did I forget to pick up the sharpening stone? I think I did. I ducked into the room and said, I don't need anything from here, like a moron. Ah, well. We don't need that to defeat the king. We'll be alright. Besides, this time Mirabelle has 2 different countermeasure skills, and so we don't have to worry about cooldowns so much. It'll be fine. Just to make sure of that. Oh, lol, I got that, I guess. It'll be fine. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a delightful time. What was the game du jour? Yo! Okay, that was pretty strong as attacks go. Roto Trigger. One of my favorites. Might have to go back and revisit that at some point. What are we doing? I think, actually, Scissors on Central. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to hit the centerpiece. I'm gonna bingo Mira's health back. The ocean is a cruel mistress. I don't know what to make of that. We are a little overpowered for this point in the game, but I have a feeling that that is going to come back around at some point, so... I guess. Alright, crunched. Oh, there's the defense down. Okay, good. And there's Paper Alpha. Perfect. Right on time. Paper hand? Good point. We want paper. I always forget paper. I don't have the bomb materials, so we can ignore that part. Wonder why I couldn't skip that one. I feel like we've had that one before. Breathing. You're never gonna catch me not breathing, you know? Oh no, I skipped through that. I'm not done. Oh. What a line. I have a difficult relationship with that word. And that was Odil's whole thing, was that she's like, her mother was from Vogard and functionally cut her out of the family, which is why she was interested in family tales. Hmm. Yeah, Odile has Sifrin's measure pretty well down. When Sif gets too inside their own head. Might have to make some Malanga fritters. I'd probably just pick pint or pumpkin. That could be good. Ooh, or maybe acorn squash. Yeah. I love a good acorn squash. Delightful. Caught you! You're stuck now! You will be emotionally vulnerable! That's pretty rich, yeah. Ah, not technically in the clock tower. We were outside, under the stars. 2 talks. That's as many as 2-gun Cohen. Famous cowboy. We do, madame. Gotta appear fierce. Yeah, I gotta power up that time magic somehow, you know. Oh, look at that! Look at that subtle little thing. Hey, snuck that in. Your family members' craft skills and experience has been recorded for this location. Aw. Tearing up over here. I'm big into found family. Will it last? Absolutely not. This has not been a feel-good sort of adventure so far, you know? I think we're back to this. So... I feel like I'm being propped up to be, you know, shattered yet again, but it's okay. Because we will have the memories. Oh. We just say no. You know what? No, we're gonna focus. I put on the paper hand? I think I did. Big. Oh no, Bonnie. That was not the, like, carrot method countermeasure. It's Mira's, like, super move instead. Oh, wait. Holy character. I didn't see the cut-in. Yeah, no, we're fine. See? We're good. It's all good. I don't know why the cut-in didn't happen, but that probably doesn't matter. Anyway. Ugh. Bingo your ass. Jesus. Oh, we went right to that phase. Okay. 2 phases. What are we lacking? Kind of nothing. I guess we'll do this anyway. I could pass turn, but I could also, like... Yeah. Alright, well there's that aspect of it. Can't turn it up. This is irrelevant. Here. Cooldowns. Put on the regular version of the countermeasure. I should hold off on this bingo. Just make sure that that's on. Bonnie. Where's Ginger? Yeah. Delicious Ginger. We're as buff as possible. Vision of the future. Something I have come to crave. You got it, sir. Tear you apart! Disappear! Yeah, that'll do. We only needed to do, like, 200 more damage or something, so it's fine. Frankly, Bonnie could have done it. Yeah, we go for the overkill bonus so that we get more, you know, golden runes out of the deal. Or souls, or whatever. Blood Echo. Whatever the heck Wolf gets in Sekiro. Which I forget. It was not close. It really was not. That's also still a very suspect thing. I can feel them coming back all around us. What a thing to say. How are you aware of this? What mechanism causes that feeling? I'm very curious about this. Still in the party, though. Alright, our perfect loop, you know? I'll miss 43, I really will. We had fun. We had a grand old time. We restored the bonds of trust and became found family, which is so nice. And it was done in such a way where, in order to, like, get it to happen, you really do need to learn more about the people that you're in an adventuring party with. So I think that was very cannily done. Well, time for it to get dashed to the wind. Oh, he's kind of a pushover at this point. Don't worry about it. Just 2 paper bingos, that's all it takes. You got him put paid to. Frankly, I probably could have skipped the, his, like, second vision of the future if I had just gone for the bingo immediately, which I had on the table. Like, 2,500. He only has, like, 10,000 health or something. If I really put my mind to it, I could probably grind up and have Sifrin one-shot him, like... Although that also would involve the buffs and debuffs, so maybe it is a little more involved than just hit it very hard. No, that is not true. Or rather, this is my normal life now. I'm just like this. Don't get your hopes up, Sifrin. This is not the lock opening. This is Visions of the Key. Aww. By Bamboosh. Okay, that's enough of that. Gotta savor the little things, like memory of fish. Okay. Ooh, are we going to... are we going to commit heresy and form a new sect? Okay, maybe we're not ready for that. Kind of hard to imagine where Sifrin would even go after all of this. I have to imagine he'd be dead in a ditch somewhere within a week. Yeah, let me just walk away from all of my tethers. That's true, he does have 40 levels. 40 levels more than he started with, anyway. Literally impossible. Home was erased from the map. That was also very cute. Doing an end run around it. Incredible. That is casuistry. important in a lawyer. Big city of Jouvant? Sounds dope. Well, time to pull the ripcord. Nope. It's not gonna work. But that's okay. Wait. Ah, there we are. Yeah, it's fine. We're fine. Oh, it's fine. I'm just going to die and loop back to the story. Ooh, we get to watch all of them die. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, that's better than I could have asked for. Or maybe we get to watch them watch us die, which is also horrifying. So... Farewell to Loop 43. It was a real one. Look, power friendship didn't work. Fine. Totally okay. Totally fine. We're fine. Yep. Oh, hey. What does that do? Well, neat. How nice. Oh no! It's cut off in a weird way. Beans, I did a bad job. Shoot. Whose memory is that? It's different, right? Yeah. Well, that's about as much as I can take at the moment. So, yeah. I don't know. I thought that was lovely.